So this week, of course, the United States Supreme Court struck down President Biden's vaccine or test mandate for private businesses, but they upheld the vaccine mandate for healthcare workers if, of course, you work in a healthcare facility that receives either Medicare or Medicaid dollars. Basically, you're in a healthcare facility that takes money from the federal government in the form of Medicare or Medicaid payments, then yeah, you've got to comply with this. And of course, the Supreme Court said, you know what, we'd love to argue that, but we can't. And Brett Kavanaugh, Donald Trump appointee who loves beer so damn much, was one of the conservatives that actually said, yeah, this mandate, this one, can stay in place. And boy, did that piss off Republicans something fierce, right? Donald Trump Jr. took to Twitter on Friday to attack Brett Kavanaugh, the guy that his own father put on the Supreme Court. And here's what Jr. said on Twitter. The left broke Kavanaugh. That was always their intention, and it worked. They turned him into a Roberts, referring, of course, to Chief Justice John Roberts, who has been known every now and then to have a moment of clarity and not be a horrible justice. Again, a couple times, not anything that indicates any kind of pattern. He's still a toss-up on a couple issues, mostly conservative, though. And Brett Kavanaugh is pretty much staunchly conservative. But just because you didn't get the one thing you wanted this one time, that doesn't even affect you. You somehow think the left broke him, he's done, I don't know what happened, but he's broken. Junior's not the only conservative that lashed out against Brett Kavanaugh. On his program, Thursday evening, Tucker Carlson called Brett Kavanaugh a cringing little liberal. Now imagine the mental gymnastics one would have to do to classify Brett Kavanaugh as a liberal. Is he cringeworthy? Hell yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you on that particular word, Tucker Carlson. But liberal? No, he's on your side. That's your guy. Don't try to pawn off ownership of Brett Kavanaugh to us. He's your I like beer. I may have done some really terrible things in my past, but conservatives overlooked that for the longest time. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe if we can get enough conservatives to hate Brett Kavanaugh now, maybe we can actually launch a real investigation that isn't hamstrung by the administration that's in power, because we know the FBI didn't do their due diligence under Donald Trump investigating Brett Kavanaugh. So, hey, maybe we do it now, right, guys? You hate him. We hate him. Let's do it. Let's make this a thing. Let's be truly bipartisan, reach across that aisle, join forces, and get Brett Kavanaugh off that Supreme Court. I'm game if you are. But no, of course, they're not going to do that. They know deep down Brett Kavanaugh's a conservative. They're just trying to put on a show, literally, for their audience. As I mentioned, they don't have any stake in this decision whatsoever, right? They're not in the healthcare industry. They don't work in healthcare facilities. So this doesn't affect them at all. They're acting pissed off because they know their base wants them to be pissed off. It's not because they genuinely care. They don't care. It doesn't affect them. In fact, actually, it could affect them in a positive way if any of them have to go to the hospital. They can rest soundly knowing that the hospital workers taking care of them have been vaccinated, thus reducing the chances of them having a massive COVID outbreak in these healthcare facilities, which is sorely needed. We need healthcare workers who understand the dangers of the diseases they work around every day. And they do whatever they can to help protect themselves from those diseases. I don't think I'd want to go to a healthcare facility where people said, don't worry about safety precautions. Don't worry about all these diseases over here. It'll be fine. No, nobody wants that. But apparently, Junior and Tucker Carlson do want that for their audiences, and that is why they are pretending to be angry at Brett Kavanaugh.